The thing that concerns me most about the charter schools is that they don't have the accountability or the transparency that's required of the public schools, and yet they're funded with our tax dollars.
Right.
We're paying for them.
And the newest things I think that have come out that were not brought out really that much in the debate is, weren't there things in the paper within the last month saying that what testing and so forth that they could get, that the charter schools were doing no better or worse than the public
49% of the charter schools in Ohio failed this year on the basic proficiency test.
Well, Strickland is trying to bring that out to, you know, in his
as opposed to 17% of the public schools.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, when all this, they talk about how bad the public schools are. Well, they're only talking about a few inner city, large, or, well, that's not, some of the rural areas too, but.
But think about this, when we say lack of transparency and lack of accountability,
You don't know
we're
where the
not just
money's
talking about where the money's going though. We're talking about disciplining students. We're talking about programs that students can participate in, and whether
whether they meet the curriculum.
Exactly. We're talking about all levels of transparency.
What were charter schools supposed to accomplish?
They were supposed to be more responsive to the communities. If you look at the enabling legislation that was passed about 6 years ago, it states real clearly in the introduction to it, in the introductory paragraph, because they will be more responsive to the communities, the boards being composed of community members. Well, look at the boards of the charter schools, especially those that are owned and run by White Hat. There's one board that runs them, and that board, you might have somebody from Lakewood sitting on the board of a school in Benton County. Now that's just not community related, and the priorities in that part of the state are not going to meet the priorities in Benton County. Speaking of which, at a time when Benton County schools have been using, certain schools down there have been using plastic placemats to patch holes in the roof. Our General Assembly gave away almost a third of the state education budget to charter schools. There's no oversight.
How do we eliminate charter schools?
I don't know that the answer is eliminating them either. Definitely we have to tighten up.
To make them accountable so that they have to be transparent, so they have to.
You mean they set them up and they didn't do that?
No.
There's no accountability. There's no reporting requirements. They can pay a teacher anything they want.
Whose idea was that?
Our state legislature.
Yes. Our state legislature.
Now, problem.
That's what you're attempting to.
Yes.
Yeah.